Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. What is up, everybody? It's Killing Spree 37.
No wonder I was seeing some fucking nasty ass mosquito with the nasty ass singing. This is Silencer, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? Your voice isn't too pleasant either. I play games with you and I fucking podcast with you. And I gotta say, it's really hard to like vocal and master your fucking vocals, buddy.
Yeah, fucking voice of a fucking champ, buddy.
Voice of a champ. Nah. How does you have a voice that sounds foreign? Like, forget the Mexican jokes. Your voice sounds like foreign, bro. Like an island right underneath Mexico that's like not attached to Mexico. That's you right there. Boom, right there.
Es que yo no sé lo que tú dices, chico.
Oh shit!
Oh, you like that shit, right?
Welcome
spicy.
back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Team Kill Podcast. I already did the introductions, but before we start, I have to give a rest in peace to Janet Mouse. I believe I'm saying it right. She's an actor, a voice actor for Resident Evil. More specifically, the Village edition that's coming out this year. I believe her role was the tall woman that everybody's fascinated with. She died at 39 due to cancer, I believe. So I want to say a rest in peace to her and condolences to her family. Listen, voice acting is hard. It's I gotta say what people do for content and stuff, it's voice acting. You know, you gotta really emphasize it. You gotta make people believe what you're saying. And I do that. I like try to do it in the podcast and I do it in the content side of things. But voice acting is crazy. And apparently she was an amazing voice actor. They used her for plenty of Resident Evil voices. So, and you already know what type of franchise that is. That's a legendary franchise for Capcom. So rest in peace to her. Silencer, how was your weekend?
It was full of perks. You know, I finally got
like what kind of perks? Like Juice World, Lil Peep perks or
no. Listen, the good kind of perks, not the let me.
well, those
fucking,
those are good perks. Too.
Headshot.
Yeah, it depends what you ask. I don't enjoy those things, you know, but to each of its own.
Yeah?
It was good. So I finally you finished the game first, but I just want to say that I got finally the time to finish Hitman. What was it, like 2 weeks?
It was about 2 weeks. You weren't really playing it like straight through, or you were you just like mastering the levels, or what were you doing?
No, so the first maybe 3 missions, contracts, I was trying to get as many challenges as I could. And then after that, I was just like, fuck it, I want to get into the story and see how this ends.
Right.
So I just rushed through that, and then now I'm going to go back and try to finish all the challenges, little by little. Other than that, I finished, what else did I do today? I finished that game. I finished some reading that I was doing. I started another book, you know.
Yeah, you bought like a whole little collection I saw that was like business savvy type of books. So you bought like a whole collection?
Yeah, it's
Or were those
little,
DVDs?
No, they're books. They were little,
okay.
a little insights of people who have, how do I say it?
Mastered.
Yeah, just they're giving you insights of their business and what's worked, psychological ways of in the background.
Okay.
So far it's good. It's getting there, you know. Secrets of the .com, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Other than that, I ate some, for the first time, I ate tamales in over a month.
Since you unwrapped them in December, the 25th to be exact.
Yeah.
Headshot.
And, just relax. I finally took off a couple of days off this week, finished everything, and it was a relaxed, nice weekend, I would say, relaxing.
Well, that's good. That's always good.
Other than that, yeah.
There's a saying that that it feels true. There's a luxury in doing nothing, and that is so true. You know, especially if you're a busy person, there's a luxury in being able to not to do anything at all whatsoever. So that's good. You know.
Nice little time for yourself, playing some
Nice little
music.
time. Well, listen, I'm experiencing all that time to myself because let me tell you, I probably already know because I talked to you a little bit about it, but I kind of announced it to my YouTube page and a few other people. But I'm
Mhm.
actually self quarantining. I was exposed to Corona, and you know, I think I did talk to you about this. I had a real debate of telling my job whether I
And
was exposed to it or not, and
mhm.
up until like the very last minute, I ended up canceling and calling out and then telling them what the situation was. And now I can't go back until I get a negative test. The thing is, for people that don't know about this, if you don't have insurance, the corona test, at least in the places that I've checked, are $85 per person.
Yeah.
So obviously, I didn't have the money at the moment, and I didn't want to spend money like that to even get it, on the credit card.
Mhm.
So I get paid this Friday, so I'm going to take it Friday, and hopefully by Monday, I should be able to back to work. But luckily, I don't have anything. As far as I know, I don't have any symptoms. I'm pretty good. I'm in good health. So I just want to, it's a nice couple days off, but it's like 2 days already, and it's like okay, I'm well rested. Maybe
Yeah.
like another day, it's like, oh, okay, I'm really good, and then it's gonna be like, damn, it's gonna feel too long, and then
It'd get boring. Pretty sure.
it gets boring. Well, luckily for me, I have content to create and stuff,
Oh
and
yeah.
edit, so it's really not 100% boring. But I could see it being a problem for when I return to work, and it's gonna be like everything's like brand new.
Yeah, the
So
difference of the time gap.
yeah, the time gap. So I'm gonna go to my patio and probably do a little brief exercises just to kind of get in the shape of things.
Exercises
Um,
like what?
just like lifting up like certain things just so I could be in practice and I don't lose that type of like that
Push-ups.
progress. Just the type of progress that I have in my job because it's very physical and I don't want to stop. And then the first day back, or the first week back, I'm just drained. And I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to get into that habit of like where it was like November, Christmas, where I was going to bed at like 6, 7, just dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I
that was about
remember.
it. Yeah, that was about it. I've been self quarantining, and while self quarantining, I was actually able to beat Hitman 3. Incredible game. I loved it.
Yeah, buddy.
Um, I did exactly what you did too. I did a couple challenges. I did a couple mission stories. The game is buggy though, so for me, a bunch of the mission stories were not popping up, and
Hmm.
the story wouldn't develop. So I had to find the people and kill them. So some of the playthrough that I did for the videos, it was really hard to maybe like render people's attention because I was killing them how I wanted to kill them
Yeah.
without any type of mission story, without any type of climax in killing somebody with these accident kills and stuff like that. So, besides that, it was a good game. The story was interesting. I liked my ending. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else, but there's two endings, I believe. The right ending that goes with the story, I did not like, and my ending, which was clapping the guy, I love that. That was my favorite part of killing the guy at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so, and if you don't know, that's not a spoiler, but if you don't know that that's what the third Hitman was about, well, newsflash for you, buddy. What do you think I've been doing for Hitman in 1 and 2? So,
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it. So, it's definitely a good game. You played it. You had a different ending, which you had the alternate ending that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And other than that, yeah, just been chilling, staying healthy, staying. This is like the first time I've taken off my mask to like do the podcast and stuff. Because
Oh.
before me and you've been playing for like 3 hours before the podcast, man,
Yeah.
I've been wearing my mask nonstop.
Fucking nice little fresh air, huh? Breathing
It's
that nice
fresh.
air.
It's fresh air, and it's just like I can breathe in and I can breathe out normal. Breathing in
Yeah.
isn't the hard part with the mask; it's breathing out. Like nobody wants to smell hot fucking breath. I don't
All
care
that
if you brush your teeth.
fucking carbon monoxide.
Yeah, all that carbon monoxide just in your fucking face. It's just annoying. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so, uh, that was my weekend. So right now we're gonna get into a nice little rapid fire because I got a few jokes I want to give to Silencer that I think, they're pretty good. And he's been
Yeah.
talking shit, so he wants to get his shit off too. Silencer, are you ready?
Let's go, buddy.
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
You would think Silencer's beard was made by Electronic Arts because it's incomplete and you can buy DLCs to get it full.
Headshot.
Okay. Fucking rubble. I didn't know you were the only legal in Paw Patrol.
Headshot.
Okay. Was that a rapid fire or was that a stray?
I don't know. You decide, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my next joke. This fool Silencer's face is shaped like a Dreamcast remote.
Headshot.
Fucking good old days.
The good days.
If you want to learn more about this fool's origins, just go watch the Games of Thrones Hodor edition.
Headshot.
Yo, I try to get into that show. Hold on, game over. Game over. Game over. That's done. So you don't sneak one in there. I try to get into Game of Thrones young,
Yeah.
but man, they were fucking on that show. It was hard. My mom would never let me watch that shit.
That shit was, it was in the edge of, should I let my fucking kids watch it or not?
Yeah, and it was like forever. Like it just ended like maybe like a couple years ago. And when I wanted to get into it, it was like way back then,
Oh, yeah.
So to me, it was funny. Yeah, fucking Game of Thrones. And then I tried to get into it as an adult, and I'm just like, yo, like there's too much fuck. I can't watch this.
It gets to a point where
I
it's just
cannot.
fucking stupid.
It gets stupid and pointless. Like I get to the point where like movies now, and especially horror movies, like why are people fucking so much? Like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, show me more scenes of the killer.
I'm trying to see some deaths, yeah.
Nobody wants to see fucking a celebrity actor like fucking Trey Songz fuck this harlot and get away with and they get killed like the very next season or the next scene half naked. Like, come on, let's be real. So,
Wow.
we have a jam-packed episode for you guys today. I'm talking about stuff that as soon as we finished our podcast, like the week was just filled with
Shit.
a bunch of shit. And
Yeah.
here was the one that took timelines and Twitter feeds by the balls. Okay. Reddit versus Wall Street. So, before I ask you, Silencer, how you feel about this, let me give a brief introduction of the topic.
What?
A bunch of Redditors, specifically a group called Wall Street Bets, saw something that a hedge fund was putting billions and billions of dollars betting GameStop stock would drop. So they saw this and they took advantage of it, right? With their 2.5 million followers in the group, they decided specifically that they were going to buy GameStop stock, right? This would do two of three things. One, they would buy it at a very low price, okay?
Yeah.
And it would manipulate the market similar to what Wall Street does on a day-to-day basis. And the price of it would soar up, right? If you guys don't know what that means it's going to give them a ton of money. And it's also going to hurt the hedge funds because they did a thing called, I believe, like they bought it and they borrowed it and they traded it or something like that. It's called a short, right? They pretty much buy it when it's low, and then they do a bunch of other shit, right? A bunch of fancy stuff. I'm not a person that does stocks anyways. I barely got into Bitcoin. But the overall consensus was Redditors were bankrupting Wall Street, specifically hedge funds, right? By billions of dollars. So much so that Robinhood, the app that people were doing it from, right, which is a popular app that gives you like no fees. It's pretty much a great app, right? Besides the moments leading up to it, right?
Yeah.
They stopped letting you buy GameStop stuff, right? To the point where it was like suspicious. Why did they do certain things like this at a certain time, right?
Yeah.
And you start to hear rumbles of them being associated to certain hedge funds and being funded by certain people on Wall Street and stuff like that, right? Certain corporations are backed by this company. And they decided to shut down the site with a bunch of, like, they crashed the site on purpose. And for those that don't really understand the reference, and this is a gaming reference that I'm about to give you guys, my cousin was a very competitive person, right? He was
Yeah.
younger than me by like a year.
Uh-huh.
Um, anytime he would beat you, he would be the most arrogant person. He had no self control. Was a bit
Yeah.
of a spaz, right? I'm not cool with them no more, anyways. So that's why I'm going into detail about the story. But there were times where you beat him, and if the score, let's say we're playing Madden, you intercept them, and you're about to score a touchdown, he would literally get up, disconnect the system, and then connect it back in. So he would turn it off, nobody would win, and we play the game, right?
Yeah.
He wouldn't let you beat him. He would just take it off. Even though you won and you were winning, to him and his brain, if I disconnected it from you and I turned it off, you didn't win, right?
Yeah.
That's what they pretty much did. That's what pretty much these Wall Street assholes did, was they asked Robin Hood very nicely, by the balls that they have them with their corporations and stuff like that. They said, hey, you know what? These Reddit assholes, potato in your ass underscore is taking billions of dollars from this hedge fund and is fucking us over. So we're gonna need you to pause this real quick so we can figure out a game plan and get stuff forward. Well, sure as fuck, Robin Hood stopped what they were doing. They started doing bans and restrictions that were closing people's positions, selling their stock back, weren't letting people buy them, restricting the amount that they could buy them to. Pretty much they were doing everything in the world to stop them from buying GameStop stock. Now, if you don't know this, GameStop was a dying corporation before the pandemic.
Yeah. Slowly going down.
It was slowly going down, right? Silence is with me. So this company got saved by a cunt hair. Let's just put it there. They were fucking going down. You know what I'm saying? They weren't planning to make a profit till the fucking year 2023, bro. They're not even selling games. These fools have Funko Pops, board games, clothing, collectibles, everything but video games. You go up there, you want a certain game, a remote, oh, it's out of stock. PlayStation 5, boom, out of stock. You want a fucking Funko Pop? Oh, yeah, we got 100 in the back of the same one.
For real.
That t-shirt, cool, we'll order it. What about the game? We're going to have to ship it to you. It's not in the store. But I can give you the location that's fucking 100 miles on the other side of the state if you want it. This business got extremely lucky. Now, a bunch of events, I'm pretty sure you guys gotten caught up. A bunch of these events have taken place. They started switching stocks and stuff. They went to AMC, they went to BlackBerry, they went to Nokia. They went to a bunch of stuff, right? Now they're making a bunch of money. The fucking SEC was jumped in and was watching the stuff that was happening with Reddit. So everybody knows the story, right? That's pretty much the gist of it. I'm not going to go on specifications. Into super detail. Silencer, how do you feel about this topic?
This is a topic of the top feeders getting mad because the bottom feeders got their food.
Yep.
And this just shows you how corrupt the what do you call it? Just how
Wall
corrupt.
Street.
Yeah, it can be, because
Stock
it
market.
can just, oh yeah, let me move a finger, let me make a call, and we can just fucking fuck the bottom feeders. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Now this reversed, and now they're mad about it. They're crying and crying.
They're going to the Congress. Hey, you need to stop this. They're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, so they feel like the rules only apply to them, but I don't know. It's I feel like 2021 is going to be a year of a lot of shit that's going to be revealed, and a lot of light that's going to hit,
Right.
And I think this is a good, I don't know, it kind of shows how how broken the economy is in some ways.
100%. Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. And I think this shows also how much power these fucking guys like Elon Musk have against the community by just putting one word and boom. I don't know if you heard, but Elon Musk said that, oh, something about Etsy, and there you go, people fucking
Hmm.
investing in it.
Yeah. And see, he did it with Bitcoin too, and my Bitcoin fucking shot up. It was like
Yeah.
minus $5. So I got into Bitcoin, right? I want to own at least one Bitcoin.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna start saving a couple, like $20 a paycheck. Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
I want to save, and so it was $35, right, of 40 that I put in. As soon as he said something about Bitcoin, that shit shot up 17%. Boom,
Oh yeah.
up there. So I don't really trust banks. I don't really trust stock market. Um, I thought that they were doing this way before the show today or like this
Hmm.
past week. In addition to, I thought that it was pretty funny that these guys, um, not outsmarted, but they did their own version of what Wall Street's known to do. Right? If you watch The Wolf of Wall Street, it's similar to what they did.
Yeah.
It's just
It's funny.
GameStop. It's just GameStop. GameStop, bro.
Do you
Like,
think that
how
that
lucky can you fucking be?
now? Do you think it's luck? Hmm. Let's talk. If we look at the situation, maybe the CEO or somebody made a call and, asked Elon to be like, hey, we'll give you this much if you do this, blah, blah, blah. They were expecting possibly a different result of, the Reddit's not fucking attacking them like they did.
Right.
So I don't know. The whole story is weird how out of every single other company, GameStop was the one, when it was dying. And also the fact that when Microsoft said that they were going to buy it, the stocks didn't rise up the way they did. Mm.
Hey, you know what? We did talk about Microsoft doing some type of deal, member, and they were gonna get a percentage of digital sales.
Yeah, so why didn't the prices of the stocks go up?
Yeah, that's right. They were damn near penny stocks by the time this shit happened. Listen, some guy bought it for like he bought like 50,000 shares, and this guy's up like 22 million.
Yeah, see?
And people are telling him not to sell. Like, listen, bitch, if I'm struggling, I'm gonna fucking sell. Like, that is life changing money, bro. You take away 60%, you're still at a fucking 9 mil
Hell
advantage,
yeah.
bro. So let me tell you. So I've been looking at it, and the thing is too is that I had no clue that you could bet on stocks going down.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, AMC theaters, right? Just movie theaters in general, restaurants in general too.
Hmm.
If you were to bet that these businesses were going to go down during the quarantine, fuck you to be the millionaire.
Oh yeah.
I learned so much about stocks these last 4 days than I've had in my entire life, because of the scandal that this was, they have been doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm looking into shit. I'm looking into oh, what are they doing? What's the next thing? They did Dogcoin. They're getting it up to like $1, and it was like less than a cent.
Yeah, it's good to I mean, regardless of the game that you play, go up, go down, hold it, wait until it goes back up and boom, cash out whenever you
Right,
can.
right, yeah. It's just crazy. Um, yeah, like they did a bunch of shit. I don't trust it. And
Yeah.
there was a funny joke that I saw. Okay, the most, it's like poetic to say the least. Okay, hedge fund managers have found out what everybody that shopped at GameStop knows. Uh, you're never gonna get a good price for trades, trade-ins. So they couldn't trade in the stocks that they fucking borrowed, bro. The ones that they shorted and fucking lost billions, bankrupted these fucking assholes. I don't know how they did it, but fuck, they did it. I love it, right? I love when
Yeah.
people lose, bro. These fucking rich assholes. I remember watching like videos of Occupy Wall Street, and like they were just
Oh
so
yeah.
fucking smug watching these people. Like they had no respect for the fucking lower class people. So when I saw this shit, I thought it was like so fucking funny, so poetic. Um, and it's so much is gonna come from this, besides like laws and stuff to make whatever people were doing illegal. Um, They pretty much, you know what they did? There's like a way that you could do this in GTA too, right? In GTA 5, you
Yeah,
could manipulate the stocks and you could become a fucking millionaire instead of putting cheat codes in.
yeah,
You can get a bunch of money if you were to bet on stocks and stuff. And
yeah.
the way that you did it was by investing in the shit before the mission, killing the person, and then your shit would jump up to the millions, tens of millions. You can buy whatever you wanted. And that's similar to what they did in real life. It's just funny to see them do it against people that like that either went to school or like just were like in those inner circles to like know exactly what the fuck they were doing. So man, hats off. Hats off. I love it.
Oh, yeah. It's just especially with those fucking people at top, man, they can be fucking douchebags. But when there's
Oh
something
yeah.
happens, it's funny to watch them be all mad and fucking groggy about it.
Yeah, because they were getting richer while the people were getting poor. And hey, all of this was done with government money. The $600 stimulus checks, boom. Put
Forgot
that
about
shit
that
to
shit.
put it to work. Yeah, put it to work. Fucking man, bro. I had a good time watching these fucking political assholes on CNN cry.
Hell
It's
yeah.
not fair. They're manipulating the market. Oh,
Fucking gay.
you know, it's like when a fucking wrestler does their signature move, or like does a signature move with the person that they're going against.
I know.
Like when the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin does the people's elbow on the Rock. Listen, it was good. So, what are your final thoughts on this? You think it's gonna save GameStop as a company, or do you feel like it's just a flash in the pan thing, and overall it won't really affect the company at the end of the day?
I think, I mean, it might help them for a little longer just because they have a little bit more capital. But in
Right,
reality, I mean, the company's failing because they are not promising or delivering what GameStop used to be back then. It wasn't a
right.
money issue, you know? Money's not gonna change that. So I still feel like they're gonna go down regardless.
Yeah, me too. The thing is they don't adapt, right? They
Yeah,
started
exactly.
selling things other than games, and like none of the digital stuff either. Like that, it doesn't really draw me in to that. You know what I'm saying? I could just go. Like I don't want to no longer wait in line, especially like before coronavirus. You know, you
Yeah.
didn't want to go wait in line, wait outside, wait inside with a bunch of fucking people, a bunch of nerds. Oh, you excited about the game, bro? I just want my game.
I
I don't
know.
want to talk to you. You know. So, I give it. They need to be bought by somebody. By somebody. Maybe if they got bought by Microsoft, yeah, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do shit. I don't think they're gonna prosper from this. I think, like I said, it's a flash of the pan moment, and if it does do anything, it gives them their confidence, or maybe lets them hold on just a little bit longer
Hmm.
until they figure out their potential game-breaking move. No pun intended.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but like I said, the game it sells Funko Pops, it sells shirts, it sells socks, it sells gift cards for Home Depot, it sells like 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 you know, it just sells a bunch of things that aren't game related. You know, I go in there for a fucking Joy-Con. Oh, we don't have that. It's out of stock. Oh, do you have a PS5 remote? Oh, no, it's out of stock. Oh, do you have this game? No, it's out of stock. We can order. No, like it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, I
It's
came for the
done.
game.
I came for the game and nothing else. You know, that stuff is cool to look at while you're waiting in line, but if you're not, you don't go there specifically for a Funko Pop, you know? So,
Either that or they start fucking upselling you. Oh, look at this fucking Super Smash Bros. Pack we got. Like, bitch.
yeah, that or like the power up stuff, like let it go.
Yeah.
You haven't renewed your thing since 2017, and bitch, it's 2021, and I don't plan to continue it again.
Stupid.
I stopped getting my fucking Game Informer shit months ago before my shit ended, you know?
I haven't been to fucking GameStop since when? Last time I went was whenever I tried to get fuck, I forgot.
The
Fucking
whole trade-in system is
years.
flawed. Yeah, it's years. I only went in because like you can trade in your games. You know, you can get value for your games back,
Hmm.
and then potentially get something better. You know, that's why I get them. or I even go to them, right? The most I went to them, like in the past 5 years, was Christmas last year.
Mm.
Um, I like to get the physical copy because I like to give it away to people.
Yeah.
And that's going to end here soon because a bunch of people that I do the giveaways to, they start to ask for the digital copy instead. And that's annoying too, like, oh, I know you want the digital copy, but I have the game right here that you could have. I'm like, no, I just want the digital. They don't want to wait for shipping or nothing. Um, so slowly but surely, these games are just being eliminated. The physical copy is no longer existing. GameStop is starting to become like the local record store. Where you want like a hard CD for the car.
Mhm.
That's what they're becoming to. The people that don't have aux cords or stuff like that, they're gonna have to adapt, and they're not adapting, and there's really no way for them to adapt besides people not wanting shit to ship or people not having the fun, like a credit card. They got to go over there and get PSN money and stuff like that.
Yeah, fucking stupid as GameStop. They're dumb, bro.
Yeah, they're dumb. So, we're going to the next topic. We'll leave that alone. Wait, by the way, there was nothing. I woke up this morning to a post that had it was like a plane with the banner. Have you ever seen those?
No.
It's like a plane that flies around with like a banner, and the banner says like X, Y, and Z.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
So somebody flew a plane with a banner that said "Suck my nuts, Robin Hood" around the HQ.
What the
So
hell?
somebody was using that fucking GME stock money to send them a message. Um,
As
but
well.
speaking of stocks running in and running out, there's another stock that's been like dying out. And I'm not talking about anything Wall Street related.
No, no, what could it be?
And you know what? This confirms my fucking suspicions about the UK and these fucking next gen consoles. Let me tell you. um, Multiple sources confirmed to IGN that individuals were able to order PS5s from UK retailer Argos a day before an official stock drop using the scalping group Express Notify.
Mm.
They
Fucking
were getting a
scalpers.
full day of buying stuff. So that means anybody that was waiting in line to buy this shit was a fucking loser. There was no
Oh,
reason for you to like. There was by the time people even got to it, they were sold out.
damn.
Right? That means when the link went live, they were sold out instantly. And I have a feeling that this is a lot of things for people that buy like Jordan sneakers on the sneaker app. These systems, like there's a lot of
Especially in the shoe game, too.
yeah, the scalping. It's crazy. It's crazy. People are like finding ways to make money. Mind you, I have my PS5, right? I'm happy. But as a person that doesn't have a PS5 silencer, um, what would be the most you paid for for a scalper? You saw a scalper online, and you start to go into like the bidding. What would be the last final walk away price that you would put out?
Same as retail.
Same as retail?
Yes, sir.
You wouldn't go above like $100 more?
No, because listen,
Right.
by me doing that, being a fucking
They win.
impatient asshole, the scalpers win, and that motivates them into fucking more people over.
Right.
And the only issue here, there's not the scalpers, there's the fucking dumbass people that can't wait. You know?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I agree.
Scalpers exist because of impatient idiots.
Right.
So for me, I mean, I just fucking wait. It's not a life or death situation. So it's
No, that's
like,
true.
I'll wait. Like, I've been waiting patiently. I mean, we still fucking, there's no rush in it. But
Yeah, we're still playing together.
yeah. And it's like, people, I'll bet you anything the people who bought it for the $1,000 or whatever the fuck, they somehow regret it because they're probably not playing it much.
I thought that too, but I have a friend that paid maybe like $100 or $200 more than retail,
Mhm.
and he said it was the best decision he's ever made, and that's only based off the fact that he said because of what everybody, what everybody's going through right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's not able to have the fucking shit. It's like it's this almost it's the second month. We're in January. It's about to be February 1st here in a few seconds for me. We're in February and people are still like unfulfilled. They don't have their own, their own console, Xbox or PlayStation. They don't have any either or.
Yeah, yeah. But they have the old consoles.
Yeah, but it's like those consoles are like they're dying out. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my PS4 and the PS5, and once I got my PS5, there was no reason to go back to the PS4.
Yeah, but I mean, in a situation where this is where your mental, we create our own reality. This is where the whole materialistic shit fucks up with your own state of mind, whether you're happy or not. Like
Right.
you're literally like me. I have a fucking perfect working PS4. I'm still getting the new games. Fucking Hitman came out. I got it, and it's like there's no reason for me to fucking go out my way, pay extra for something that retails just because it's not, available. That's just the
Readily
business in
available.
me. Yeah, that's just the business mind in me. I'm not gonna do that. I know people with like, and they take advantage of other people that are impatient for the same reason. They hit their emotional side. They know they can't fucking wait. They prey on
Right.
the impatient and they take their money.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Like people were saying, like, oh, just don't buy it so they don't win. Like they could still sell it at retail price and make their money back. Like they're not going broke. They'll break even at best.
Yeah, but at that point, you know for a fact that you didn't overspend, and then these assholes are like, "Oh, we don't have much play in the market."
Yeah, I have mixed emotions, about scalpers, and here's why. The main thing that I don't like about scalpers was that during the coronavirus they started doing that with toilet paper
Yeah,
and Lysol stuff and stuff like that, and that's shit that people needed, and they were buying it in fucking bundles. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like they were being extremely selfish. They weren't having any type of respect for people's. It wasn't humane at the point. That's where you tested humanity. You know what I'm saying? Toilet paper, out of all things, like
yeah.
you sat there and you took it and you fucking upselled it for 200%. Like fuck that.
True.
So ever since then, I've had like a little sour taste of people doing shit like that. And for the PS5, listen, I'd be pissed too if I didn't have one. The reason why I got one was to be able to go up the next level for content creating,
Mhm.
and for the next gen of consoles. I had this and started doing stuff that the PS4 could do, and while the PS4 was sitting there collecting dust, wasn't getting enough. Like there was like a week or a month where that shit was untouched. You know what I'm saying? When I got my PlayStation 5,
Mhm.
and it wasn't that like the material, like, oh, this is a brand new shiny thing, because I barely wanted to play this. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? I didn't want to hurt it. I didn't want it to go bad. I didn't want it to be buggy. I didn't want to, to do certain things where I had to return it and press my luck. And
Mhm.
once I got rid of the PS4, I was able to push the PS5 to normal boundaries, and it actually helped me use it a lot more. And that's what I'm grateful for. So I'm glad I got it when I did, but I could see people paying extra just to get the shit because they're definitely like it's a drought.
Yeah.
It's a drought. I don't see people going that long, and I think Microsoft publicly said that they're not even expecting to have any out until fucking mid this year.
Mhm.
So June-ish, everybody should probably have a chance to get this fair. No pre-order, no nothing.
They walk into the store and get it.
Yeah, just walk into any type of retail store you want and just get it. But like, fuck, that's June. We're in February. Like, you got 4 months.
Yeah.
4 or 5 months to go. So I can't do it. But I'm not gonna lie. I would have threw like an extra 200 to get it if I were desperate. I'm desperate.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I still need the Xbox to fucking be a complete fucking next gen console gamer.
Mhm.
And like fuck, I'm having the hardest time finding an Xbox. I don't have the money to get it, but I'm still having the hardest time to find one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know. So, I mean, for you, because you're a content creator, but for me, I mean, regular people that just fucking like to casually game, it's just, I don't know, it's different for me. I just rather
But
wait.
that's the thing though. But like the the content creators knew where to go to get it right. There's a content creator that I specifically know
Hmm.
that he knew exactly who to contact and get one from,
Yeah.
and he had no fear of him missing out on even getting one because he said he had told me he's like cocky too. He's like, if I really wanted one, I know where to go. He's like, I know exactly who to go to. A buddy of mine will have one,
Yeah.
and he'll fucking sell it to me. And he's like, but he's like, I'm not gonna sit there and wait. You know what I'm saying? And sure as fuck, he sat there. He got both consoles from this person. Yeah, so I think he might have had like an inside person on GameStop or Best Buy or something that stashed it aside or did something.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, did something for him. You know, a favor for a favor. So
Little
he
sucky
definitely
sucky.
had his shit. But what is up with the fucking UK and these next gen consoles? What the fuck is up with these people? Like, we had the stories where they were doing Fast and Furious types of fucking jobs where they were, you know, going into the fucking trucks in the UK and throwing them out the fucking back of the tractor trailer with 4 fucking Hondas on the lowest, no springs in the car, nothing.
The lowest setting available to mankind.
What is up with the UK? What is up? What is up with these fucking
It's
consoles?
crazy, bro. The
It
UK
is
is
fucking crazy.
it's another breed, buddy.
I want this same fucking energy when it comes to the COVID vaccine, okay? I want y'all in the fucking little Hondas going to the next fucking Pfizer truck that you fucking see and start going underneath them, hitting the NOS and fucking and try to get your fucking system. Because it's insane. I have no clue
Yeah.
why they like they're getting like their hands dirty for this fucking system. I gotta know in UK if I have any. We have fans in the UK, so I want to hear somebody from the UK tell me in the fucking comment section what is up with these consoles. Like, is it like good as gold? Like, I know like the scalpers are selling it, but like, what the hell? Well, what do you guys plan on doing with it once you get it? You know?
Imagine they probably fucking 4 or 5 times the price and they're selling them here.
Yeah, but like the current of exchange or the rate, the rate of exchange is probably different.
Yeah.
Right now, the U.S. dollar is looking shaky. That's why I got Bitcoin. You know, that's why everybody's doing their shit. Right now, we're printing money like for fun. You know, we're printing money for fucking fun. Like now, it's just like Monopoly money. Here you go, 1,500 for you, 1,500 for you, 1,500 for you.
For real.
So, we'll leave that alone. Silencer, what's the next topic?
Twitch, buddy. No, I'm sorry.
No.
Listen. This guy, I think he'll, I don't know how I feel about this. So, remember we talked about, you know, how games were turning into movies and all this?
Right.
So, there's a movie that has officially opened and put out information that a comedian has joined their cast.
Oh man.
So this movie is Borderlands.
Hey.
Headshot.
Borderlands the movie. Now,
Let's go.
with this type of movie, you wouldn't expect the comedian to be in it. Well, maybe somehow, but not like, you know, super integrated, right?
Right.
So can you take a wild guess of who this big comedian is?
You're gonna have to describe him to me.
So a little
Describe
hint,
said kid.
he fucking loves The Rock.
He loves The Rock. Would it be Dave Chappelle?
No,
Nah.
no.
That was a crack joke, by the way. You got any more of those rocks?
He was in
what
a
else? What
movie
else?
with The Rock.
Okay.
A little
okay.
jungle movie. See if you know, if you get a little
Well, that
hint.
fucking narrows it down to like fucking 100 movies. They always got The Rock in the jungle with somebody ready to fucking
Peanut
carry them through
Butters, yeah.
action. Listen, I'm pretty sure is he short?
Yes.
All right, that fucking narrows it down a little more. Would it be Kevin Hart?
Bingo, buddy. How did you know?
Hey! How did I know? Listen, you said The Rock. That was a clear giveaway. That man loves The Rock. He just
He stays
The
right,
Rock
you
is
know.
like in every movie. He's in the fucking Jumanji. He was in another movie where he was like a secret agent and was using fucking Kevin Hart. Man. They don't stop, right? Good for them. So
Hey,
what role is he gonna play? Is he gonna play the main character or somebody else?
so he has been the cast for Roland, the character from the first two Borderlands
All right.
and the three
Hey,
prequels.
let's go.
So he's gonna be like an ex-soldier turned mercenary type of backstory.
Yeah. And then if he's playing that role, it's like the comedic value that he might bring to the
The
movie.
movie, yeah.
So that character is probably funny. I haven't played Borderlands as often, but for them to make a movie, that's going to be interesting. I wonder how that's going to go, and with the graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I think Netflix have like the biggest lineup of like video games turned TV series. You have Tomb Raider coming to
Tomb Raider,
Netflix
yeah.
as like a TV show. The Last of Us is supposed to be coming on as a TV show. That one's pretty crazy, you know. What
Yeah, no,
else?
I don't know. I don't know. Do you think some of these movies that are turned into games, the studios are just how do I say it? Just basically using fucking star power to sell tickets.
Yeah, you know that could be a thing. Also, I was also thinking that like it's a big budget, you know what I'm saying? They're probably
Yeah.
getting a lot of backing from not only these let's say HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu. All these apps right now are trying to compete with Netflix right now, right?
Hmm.
You have HBO signing and getting all these movies that are going to be on like video on demand pretty much a week or two after they're in theaters because they're not doing so well in theaters, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's going because of the pandemic. So I think they're just trying to cast right because a movie is half the movie is casting. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? The other half is script, you know?
Yeah.
You can put Kevin Hart in a role, but if the shit's not funny, you know, it's not gonna sell. And especially with somebody like him who has a lot of critique to his like latest stand up, he needs to have a good part in the role. So do I feel like they're going to add people to sell tickets? Kind of, yes. Obviously, they're always going to do that stuff, right? If I'm going to play a video or something with Ninja, I'm going to include Ninja in the title, right, in the thumbnail,
Yeah.
to try to get more videos and stuff like that. But is it going to be solely just about him? No, it's going to be about me. But I'm going to use his name to kind of drive people to watch it. Yeah, but it's not just going to be about him, you know.
Yeah, but the demographics of people who like Kevin Hart possibly have never fucking played the game, so they won't know the story of it, you know? So
Yeah,
they're going into the theater with the idea of just solely being Kevin Hart when they
right.
realize it's about a fucking game they've never played. So they're not gonna catch the story. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck was this movie about? This movie's dumb. I didn't understand it." But he was funny. So
Yeah, he's funny.
yeah, so the whole movie is just gonna be directed towards him being a comedian rather than fitting in a story which his followers would probably never not get. You know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is too is that it all starts with announcing him as a character in the movie, and people are gonna be like, "Borderlands, what's that? What's Kevin Hart working on? What's this?" Then it's
Yeah.
gonna drive sales to the video game. It's gonna drive interest. It's gonna go to people's YouTube pages, people that are trying to understand the lore. That's the before and after effects of watching the movie. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
they can go in there blind, but after the fact that they figure out that it's a video game, they're gonna go play the video game, watch the character, and see if he's just like Kevin Hart in the video and the movie. And from then, it's gonna be money. You know what I'm saying? They bought the video game, they bought the DLC.
Yeah.
Um, it's just gonna drive people to the game itself. So it's a good marketing campaign without even putting anything out so far. You know?
Yep. Yep. Well, yeah, he
Yeah, but
does.
good for him.
Getting more movies.
Yeah, more movies, more roles, more money. Like I just seen this guy on the fucking Pizza Hut commercial,
Mhm.
taking a bite into a fucking pizza that his fucking ass did not like. That fucking Beyond Meat
Whatever.
pizza, I bought that shit. I threw up the next fucking day. That shit hurt. I never threw up fucking Pizza Hut pizza in my life. Domino's maybe, but Pizza Hut pizza, I was so hurt.
Beyond these nuts.
Yeah. So that's very interesting. I'm definitely going to be paying attention and looking forward to it. I wonder who's going to be the main character. Is it going to be The Rock? Ooh.
He
As,
definitely is gonna have a fucking role in it, most
yeah, but
likely.
he's too buff to play that shirtless guy with the mask. I don't know. They'll find a way. You
They
know,
probably just put
CGI
him on
nowadays.
the yeah. They probably just put him on the background as the actual fucking rock.
As an actual Rock, put his face and shit on on the ground.
Don't move, bitch. Just stay there.
Just stay right there. Listen, I believe it, and here's why. Marvel had this fool Vin Diesel literally go into the fucking booth to play Groot, and his three lines were, "I am Groot." He got paid who knows how much money, was in all these movies, and just got to say, "I am Groot" in multiple tones and fucking, different ways that he said it, energetic, lazy. He got paid to say, "I am Groot."
Fucking guy.
Bunch of times. What a guy. So we're gonna move on
One
from this.
fucking guy.
This is a very interesting topic. Okay, this one involves um a lot of it's a lot of small things, but it's really how you it's like perspective, pretty much to say the least.
Mm.
Twitch is cracking down on small streamers who made channels before they turned 13. Sounder, how do you feel about this in general before we get into details?
So they're. What do you mean by cracking down?
Um, I think they're like taking away their channels, probably banning them.
Hmm. That's kind of trash.
Right. So
I th-
so yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with them not bringing some kind of revenue, some kind of shit to them, so they feel like they're not important. They're not important. Get the fuck out of our platform type of attitude.
Right. And then it is directed more towards the smaller streamers, not necessarily like the
Harder.
bigger famous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Ryan, the little toy kid, was on fucking Twitch unwrapping shit, I don't think they would be so tough to crack down on him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So they are banning channels. There was a channel for a guy or a kid named Average Harry. He was a 15-year-old from the UK, had a breakout 2020, had about 90,000 followers, and um, it actually backfired because he became a Twitch partner, which is it's pretty much you can get paid. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's not different from like the affiliate stuff, but it's like more important, so to speak. Um, After reviewing his application, they banned him a month earlier. According to Twitch's rules, you must be 13 or over to sign up for an account. Average Harry says he started his
13.
channel when he was a couple months shy of his 13th birthday. Nonetheless, Twitch allowed him to stream for over 2 years, only putting his account under scrutiny once he was ready to enter the hollowed halls of partnership. Given that, Average Harry is now firmly within or over territory. Twitch has allowed him to start a new account, but he's back to square one.
Hmm.
So all his followers and his accomplishments, um, and he's not alone. There's other streamers that have done this. So they let him stream until he got a little notoriety, a little bit of money, perhaps. 90,000 people. I mean, that's a great following. You know,
Yeah.
that is pretty great. So, right when he became partner, they took away the channel. It doesn't matter that it was his age, right? At the moment, it was when he started his channel that was the issue.
But after two
Um,
years, they finally cracked down on him.
right. So, I'm gonna give my take first. I think it's bullshit, and here's why. He might have started the channel before he was 13, right? The terms of service, the TOS, the rules said you had to be 13 to make the channel, right? And he was a couple months shy of 13, which they didn't give a fuck. They still told him no. But the fact that he's already at the age that's accepted, I don't think they should have done it. And here's why. It makes them look stupid for many reasons. Because if they don't think a lot of people are lying on their channel information to make themselves look 13, they're extremely mistaken. One, that's like making a YouTube account saying you were 18 to watch those videos you weren't allowed to watch, you know?
Okay.
It's he was already 15, like, and I understand that if they did it to somebody else, they had to do it to him. But at that point, you're messing with somebody's livelihood. At that point, you know, he's 15. He probably doesn't have a real job or anything like that, but fuck, it's so hard to get these people to like subscribe to your channel. It's free to subscribe. It's free to watch you. To be captivating enough to hold an audience of who knows how many people to become a Twitch partner, let alone have almost 100,000 people following you or subscribing to your channel. And they're like, hey, you made this because you were 13. At the time, you weren't 13. You're 15 now, but we're going to go ahead and just delete your channel. And now that you're 15, you can make another channel. It seems ass backwards, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to bring people to your platform, you wouldn't do shit like this. Because there's kids, like I said, Ryan, who opens toys. Let's say he's like 10, 11 probably. Let's say he wants to join Twitch, you know? Let's say he wants to do live stream toy openings and stuff like that. Yeah. You're gonna delete his channel? You're gonna delete Ryan Toy fucking reviewer? You're gonna delete his channel? No, you're not gonna do it, you know?
Yeah.
You're not. You're going to send them to some type of partnership, some type of exclusivity type of shit, and you're going to give them the money. So I think that they cracked down on this person specifically, just because we have his story. I think they cracked down on him a little too late, and it's not going to drive people to Twitch. Let me tell you, that would have drove me right to YouTube. I would have left Twitch.
There's been so many things happening with fucking Twitch this past year.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they banned Trump. I mean, they banned the president. Who the hell is this little 15-year-old? You know? Fucking Trump got the boot too. That's the president. That's the sitting president. And they're like, nah, you can't have a Twitch channel. The fuck did he have a Twitch channel for? You know?
For real.
Like, at the age that he is, like, you shouldn't be old and have a Twitch channel, you know? Fuck you mean? You got to be senile. You got to be fucking 65. If you're over 65, you're not allowed to have a Twitch channel. Boom. No Twitch channel for you. Fuck out of here. So do you feel like they should have let him slide and let other people slide, or do you think that they did the right thing? Remember, if that's their term of service, right, their TOS, their rules, it's in the agreement.
But why do it after 2 years?
Because I'm pretty sure they had to get the age verification stuff. And he probably put his actual birthday for like the monetization, tax info, certain things like that maybe. And he gave him their real age. He gave himself the real age and it didn't match the account birthday. I've done this plenty of times, trust me. I believe my PlayStation account is like 1 year older than I am. Or a couple years older than I am because I put that I was 18 so they wouldn't fucking restrict my PlayStation account for anything. So I've done it before, but maybe I'm pretty sure like if you wanted to, like I said, if you wanted to monetize, they had to ask him for his birthday, they had to ask him for his social security number, and if the birth year didn't match the birth year with his account, I could see them halting it for tax info.
Yeah.
And, there's probably some legal implications that have to be along with that, Like, there has to be something like where, he wasn't 13 and he was doing that on Twitch that's like child labor or something, That I think it has something to do with the legal process. Yeah, it's something legal. Remember they banned some other little super fucking first person shooter kid that was like fucking 8, 9 years old, fucking killing everybody on Warzone, clapping their fucking cheeks. Yeah, bro, like fuck, these little kids, they come out the womb ready to fucking play, bro.
That's wild.
So,
I wonder why my fucking nephew's not like that.
Nah, your nephew's a watcher. He looks like a mobile gamer. I'm not gonna lie.
No, actually, he is.
See, bro, see? And he goes up to you, he's like, hey, what kind of games do you have on your phone? Oh, Angry Bird? Okay, fuck out of here.
I don't know. fucking topic. Getting away from the topic. Trying to think of both.
So you were saying you felt like this wasn't a good thing. They waited 2 years. So what's your general idea besides that?
The legal term, yeah, I agree with whatever Twitch is doing, but I feel like Twitch has these different rules for big streamers and for small streamers.
Yeah, I believe so too. Everybody.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's a weird situation to be in, but I mean, I'm pretty sure if he had followers, I wouldn't call that a loss. It would just be an opportunity to open another door in another streaming channel.
It would, but at the same time, it's hard to get them back.
Yeah.
They're going to look for that channel. The notification system, the subscribing system itself is a wonderful tool to have because you're guaranteed to pop in their subscription stuff, their opening page or whatever. It gives you that opportunity to get views and to get money.
Yeah.
And sometimes them people just subscribe and they don't come back. Or they subscribe and they're just so used to that they're eventually going to forget, they're not just subscribed to him. They're subscribed to Ninja. They're subscribed to other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually they're going to forget about this kid. They're going to forget about him and they're not going to remember to subscribe to his channel. And whether or not he becomes a bigger streamer or if he stays the same, it's just lost at that point. You lost a fan at that point. You lost 90,000 fans and shit, they weren't following your social media. They weren't following your YouTube. If you didn't have some type of community in a Discord server, yeah, you lost those people forever. You know what I'm saying? Potentially you lost those people because I guarantee you on Twitch, yeah, he's 90,000, but on Instagram or on Twitter, he has fucking 400 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to tweet that link to 400 followers rather than the 90,000 people potentially. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels stuff. It's 90,000 potential viewers to 600, maybe 1,000 people on Twitter. Now you got to start with that. And the 1,000 people on Twitter need to do what you ask them to do, right? And that's going to be hard too if you don't have that type of community. You don't have that type of bond and stuff. Trust me, I have the hardest time giving people free stuff, Mm-hmm. I had a Hitman code for VR that would give people a free copy of Hitman. And but it was VR, right? If you had VR, it was a free game. You can have a free game of Hitman.
Yeah.
Nobody has hit me up for it. I posted something in the Discord if somebody wanted it, nobody hit me up for it. I posted something on Facebook, nobody hit me up for it. I posted it on Twitter. Twitter, I'm a little bit more active on. Nobody hit me up for it because I don't have that reach. And if I do have that reach, it's not in the numbers that my YouTube channel has or my Discord maybe has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about reach and stuff like that. Poor kid, you know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of other people that it happens to, so I do feel bad for them. I just wish that they were consistent. And I'm not surprised because we just saw this shit at Wall Street. Wall Street fucking, they do market manipulation. Soon as a fucking Redditor does it. They fucking sit there and they fucking throw the ban hammer. They call it illegal. They're trying to fucking make it illegal for them to do what the fuck they did when the stock market and the Wall Street people do it themselves. So
At the end, I think this was a good lesson for the kid to
to
you know
anybody, to
tell him
anybody.
that fucking life is not linear, buddy.
Yeah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is too is that you got to read the terms and conditions to everything. All these agreements that you sign for like Apple, for YouTube, your phone updates, websites that you walk into, the games that you download, just kind of mosey through them. They might not be important, but they do say important shit sometimes like this, and it'll save you heartache at the end, you know?
Yep.
And, you know, poor kid, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, if you did it once, you could probably do it again. You know, I'm going to knock on wood for him and all the individuals that were affected. But if you did it once, you could do it again. And in addition to, for the people that are listening and you want to make a Twitch channel, you better hold out until you're 13, buddy. Because let me tell you, you don't want to end up like this guy. So we'll leave it at that.
For real. For real, for real, for real.
All right, you can have the next one. You can read off the, you know, the basics.
Talking about
sorry,
streamers, buddy.
I'm in a good mood, you know. I feel great. I love talking.
Why is that?
You know, I like talking. I like doing the podcast, being very talkative and informative. I like for you to talk, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I talk more than you, and I feel bad. So
Different personalities, buddy.
yeah, that's true.
So talking about, you know, streamers,
Right.
your boy Ninja
Yeah.
got into a little controversy conversation, or, you know, some hot water recently.
Well, multiple, but I'm curious to see which one you bring up first.
So according to Mr. Ninja, he's again in the headlines for a very controversial stance on streaming with women.
Right. Yep.
And he refuses to play with women.
Yep.
Now, what do you think
Except for his wife. I can tell you why I think, and I can tell you what he said. And I have the same type of ideology, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I'll dive into it a little bit more as we go on. First off, he's not wrong. If you are a married man, which he is, you don't want to play with women, right? Me as a person that's in a relationship, I am not shooting a DM to a female gamer, hey, let's play. No, I don't want to do that, you know? I'm not nervous, you know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of my lady, you know? She might hit me. She's like a foot smaller than me. But I feel like playing video games with the women, sending the invitation, being in the voice chat with women is disrespectful to her, right? And that's pretty much how Ninja feels too. The difference between me and Ninja is I'm not a fucking streamer worth millions, right?
Okay.
Women have approached Ninja in the past. There was a controversy earlier on with Pokimane, right?
Yeah.
And he pretty much told people that he wasn't going to play with Pokimane, right? Pokimane was a big streamer, right? And there's very few moments where this fool Ninja plays with women, and I'm pretty sure that it's because he accidentally joins them and they don't tell this fool shit, right? Or to be honest with you, I don't even think I saw Ninja stream with a woman that's not his wife, right?
Yeah.
They were playing Dead by Daylight a few days ago. There was a big controversy, right? These women were blowing up. They were taking over Twitch. This is when Fortnite and stuff were starting to click. People's careers were taking off, becoming millionaires left and right on Twitch and YouTube. And this fool Ninja like boldly told his chat, hey, you know what? I'm not playing. Everybody's telling me to play with Pokimane. I'm not going to play with her. You know, I don't want to disrespect my wife. Now, he said that verbatim. right? I've had this discussion with my lady. He said this verbatim, okay, that he wasn't going to play with chicks because it's disrespectful. Now, they had asked him again the same question. Hey, why don't you play with women?
Mhm.
He doubled down. Then he said some shit where it's like, you can't say it because it's true, right? You can't say it because it's true.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much what he said. I still stand by not having a lot of alone time with a woman if you're a married man. I mean, they could be your best friend. That's totally cool. But if I randomly start playing with a woman no one knows, people are going to start to talk. Right? And that's true, right? People start to put these people in
Rumors.
relationships. You saw that with Pokimane and Myth. They started to play on that narrative so both of them could uplift each other's channels and their careers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when asked, do you believe in the possibility of a platonic friendship, Ninja gave another worrying response, okay? And this is the shit that I be telling you that gets you in trouble with your woman, okay? This fool said, of course a guy and a girl could be friends without getting intimate, right? But it's like temptation, man. Actually, I don't like that word because I have control of myself and 100% respect my relationship. But I don't know how to word it. I know people are going to potentially take this now like, oh, he can't trust himself, blah, 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 blah. Dude, no. But when you're not Joe anymore, who can have a drink with his coworker and no one gives a fuck, I don't have that luxury. So, and this brings me to my next topic, right? But we'll talk about it right now. Is he wrong for saying that you're in a relationship? Is it wrong for us to not want to play with women?
No, listen, ever since I got into my relationship, I push every other conversation that tries to be talked to from other girls. Just out of respect, and if I do ever talk to some kind of, women or whatever, it's either for business or
Right.
to fulfill an order that I'm doing for them, and that's it. But I'm not, I don't know. It's
Wait. You scared me when you said fulfill. I thought you were going to say fulfill a fantasy.
an
I
order,
was like,
buddy.
whoa.
Fulfill online
Chill.
orders.
Edit. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, it's just I don't know, fucking. It's the respect that you have to have to your partner.
To your woman, right?
Yeah, it's just and the
So,
people who say, "Nah, fuck that, you can be friends," are probably the people that will. Those are the people that say, "Nah, don't worry, baby, it's just a friend," and then they go fucking around.
well, the thing is too is like we've speculated that a lot of these female gamers are attractive. Like they look like they put a lot of effort in themselves rather than their stream, and a lot of them actually don't even play video games like at all.
They
You
just
know,
have to get the donations.
they're there just to get the donations, the attentions, and a lot of them branched out to like IRL streams, but it all started with video games.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like I said, I think it's a respect boundary, right? Respect your woman.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're the female content creator, the woman content creator, hearing this, I don't think it should bother you either because you're in a relationship. People have limits and boundaries and certain rules and stuff like that. And it's at the end of the day, you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? What if these a woman creator, let's say Pokimane had a boyfriend. Hey, I don't like you playing with dudes because you laugh, and it's like you're always talking to him. You're not talking to me. You know what I'm saying? You're streaming for 8 to 10 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
That's like a work shit. That's like a work husband. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Mhm.
joke about work husbands fucking slapping your bitch on their ass or grabbing her love handles and tickling her,
Yeah, yeah.
and that shit pisses me off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that type of shit pisses me off. So I can only imagine like I said, uh, and it's not like a control thing either. It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a respect there. He says he respects his wife. It's not that his wife says anything. She might have. She might have said something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
but I feel like it's a respect thing, right? So I'm gonna leave it there as a respect thing.
Yeah.
My lady says the same thing when I have women coworkers. Hey, don't talk to them. Why? Because they look like they like you. Oh, okay, understandable, right?
Yep. It's because I don't know. That's
Understandable.
if I don't know from the culture coming from Hispanics from us, that respect is a big thing, and unfortunately, for some Americans, it's not there.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that he doubled down and said anything because
Yeah.
we're like in I saw like an interesting stat where it said 52% of gamers are women, which I don't know if
Wow.
the validity of that statement. I think it might have been
A little high.
a little too high. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that it was about 52% of gamers are women. Um, and if it's not like 100% true to like gamers, maybe it's streamers. And by then, I do believe it because a lot of women just join the streaming game, play video games, and don't do stuff. They don't really provide to the gaming community as a Pokimane or a Valkyrie might do, rather than like
Yeah.
them being like a fucking Twitch thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which brings me into my next topic, and this is one that it stemmed from a conversation that me and you had in a DM,
Mm-hmm.
which is women against men who play video games, right? You saw a post on the Apex Legends group that we're both a part. I think you're just a part of. I might have left because they're fucking toxic. um, the guy said, "Hey, my girlfriend said I can play. Who's down
Oh
to
yeah.
hop on?" Right? You
Yeah.
remember the conversation?
Yeah. I remember.
And I was like, it's just joke. Somebody would fucking say such embarrassing things on a public platform. But
Mm-hmm.
you're like, how do you know? Do you know him? Do you think that's a joke? Every joke has truth to it. So we're gonna have this debate, or not a debate. Are women really against men playing fucking video games?
It
Honestly,
depends. It depends on the type of girl.
okay. So let's use our relationships and be public. Um, did your lady or does your lady have an issue with you playing video games? Not with me or just in general. In
No,
general, she
there was
doesn't have a problem with you playing games.
no. There was a times whenever I would come from working the shop and I'd be like, down, I'm tired, and she would be like, well, here, play some games. I know that shit distracts you, and just play. She would fucking do her own thing, and I would play.
What a queen. Okay. My lady did the same thing too. Um, my I used to love playing video games, right? Before I even became a content creator.
Mhm.
In my relationship, I would always play video games. I was always doing something revolving my video games. The console would be turned on when I was home.
Yeah,
So she really never had any type of input that I know of negatively about me playing video games. But eventually, when I became a content creator, it was about making sure that I managed, um, like I balanced time. You know what I'm saying? I balanced time with them, and then I balanced
yeah,
time with my YouTube and my other stuff like that. So I've been having a hard time finding balance, and maybe it's gotten in the way of certain things.
hmm
But I don't think she's had like a negative attitude about
or
it.
she's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking sell your PS5.
Yeah, or I'm gonna scratch your game disc. It's me or the system, type of scenario, right? Now, I do have a funny story about this. Okay,
Hmm.
my brother-in-law and my sister um, were like said couple, right? Where
Wow.
she would fucking lose her shit if my brother-in-law would fucking play his Xbox, buy a game for $60. Like this man would work 80 to 90 hours every fucking 2 weeks. And here comes my sister. Oh, pay attention to me, and wouldn't do shit. My sister wouldn't do nothing. My sister would fucking, she wouldn't hang out with them. She wouldn't fucking play video games with them. Like, I think it's a generational gap too. Like, let's not just fucking leave it at women. Let's have it at the
Mhm.
generational gap where like women that are maybe born in like the 80s or 70s might have like a different outlook of these types of systems and men playing video games, right? For us, it's a safe haven, you know?
Yeah.
I love playing video games. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. It's like one of the things you just fucking fuck. It has not a hold on you like addictive.
Mhm.
It's like fuck. It has like a place in your heart where you know you can hop on this system, regardless of how many fucking losses you take, time and time again, and still be like, fuck. I want to do that tomorrow.
Fucking reality getaway.
Reality getaway, 100%. Even therapeutic. I'd even go as far as saying therapeutic
Oh yeah.
in certain situations. You know, like you said, a distraction for
Yeah.
you, right? A distraction for you, a way for you to relax.
Hmm.
You have a business where maybe you're talking to people, coworkers and stuff like that, and then, fuck, it gets on your nerves, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but there are couples.
Fucking toxic. That's toxic as fuck. I wouldn't.
There are couples out
If
there
it,
saying,
if I had, if my girl would, if I had one single girl that ever told me something like that, I would open the door, order her an Uber, say adios, amiga.
I wouldn't even order you an Uber. Listen, I'm gonna have my GameStop delivery come, and you're gonna have to talk to the GameStop delivery guy and see if you can get it right back.
You fit me in your back seat? He just broke up with me for the
Listen,
game.
listen.
That would have been funny as hell.
Like there are women withholding sex because people are playing video games. Like, oh, I'm not gonna fucking like
That's
I saw a
trash.
silhouette challenge the other day where it was like, I can't even get him off the system. Let me do the silhouette challenge. She does the silhouette challenge. Boom, he's still in his chair playing video games. Like, no, he's in a 1v1 and you're bothering him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was about to win the fucking game, and
He's about to win the fucking fight. He's about to get a battle royale win, and your fucking thought ass is over there fucking dancing in black and white, black and red, whatever. And fucking
now
being
you just paused
distractive.
the game. Yeah.
So, like I said, do you feel like it's a woman to woman ratio, or do you feel like it's a generational gap, or how do you feel that this situation is best categorized? Like, do you feel like it's just women hate video games, like it's like a versus thing? How do you feel about like just in general?
It's like you said, women to women ratio.
Women
Because
to women, okay.
yeah, because other people, even I would go as far as to say my sister. She's not part of my generation. I guess she's just older, and she enjoys playing games. So I think it also depends on, I guess, the way you're raised. Whether either at a young age you somehow see games as a bad, because you know how some parents are like, no, if you play video games, you're gonna turn dumb, blah blah, all this shit. So all this shit starts getting to your mind. So I think it's a ratio from person to person, you know? Because there's even
Yeah.
some fucking guys that hate video games, and then I had one guy that tell me, ah, fuck, I don't know how people you don't succeed because you're always fucking playing video games. And then I was like, well, I mean, I have my own business and I started my other one. I still play video games, so and you're just fucking working a 9 to 5 and you don't work. I mean, you don't play games, so the statistics are a little wrong right there, buddy.
Yeah, and these are the same people that like to go to the clubs and fucking
Yeah,
take drunk women
exactly.
home. Like,
And
there's
then they
different
fucking
games, buddy, you know?
and then he fucking gets AIDS and then fucking dies, and guess what? Who won?
Headshot.
Yo, can you say the person's name? That sounded really accurate and like personal. That was a
No, that's the
that was a headshot.
fucking Loki headshot.
That was a low-key headshot. Listen, I feel the same way that you feel, that it's woman to woman. And I also feel like it maybe is like a generational gap. Because listen, my sister loved playing video games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When she was playing them, she liked them. Eventually she got to like, she went from console to like PC games.
Mm-hmm.
And the disconnect might have started there, you know? So, like, but I was like, you're a fucking hypocrite. Like, you used to play fucking video games all the time. And, like, you know, as, like, the years went by, maybe, like, probably, like, 10 years from the time she used to play video games, my fucking brother-in-law paying $60, man, she'd bitch him out. That food would go right back to GameStop and fucking give them back their game.
Damn.
Well, what's the matter with the game, sir? You know what? I bought it and I realized that I already had it. Oh, okay. We can do a in-store credit. Oh, yeah, sure. And fucking, Another week, another game. He'd be all fucking hurt.
Fucking wild.
Like, homie, he needed like before digital games were a thing. He needed digital games because my sister found a fucking game case. She knew how much he spent and knew how much money they didn't have in their bank account. Because as soon as she saw that shit, you spent $60 on this game? Didn't you buy it? That oh man, I fucking fell for him, bro. I fell for him.
That's rough.
It's rough, you know. So let me know in the comment section, guys, if it's like if you're a woman, how do you feel about video games? Like if your man plays, I saw mixed emotions about it. I heard another podcast where they shitted on gamers. I'll send you a link. They said we had like little dicks and we fucking were never getting fucking pussy and shit. Like, come on now, fucking bitch. Like I can do this and I can do that. Okay, I can multitask. You know what I'm saying?
So those people can't multitask. That's the thing.
They can't multitask.
They're stuck on one reality only that apparently works.
Right.
So
yeah, fuck them. All right, we got 2 topics, but staying on Ninja before we get off this topic. He was also in some hot water because he said it's not his job to teach kids about racism or white privilege. So how do you feel about that?
Ninja said that it's not his job to teach his children about racism.
No, teach kids in general. Teach kids in his stream watching, his YouTube channel, his Twitch.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's that needs to come from your household,
right? Racism stems from the household, right? Where it's many people believe that it's taught, right? It's not something that you're born with. It's just something that you teach, right? Yeah. And it could be taught by siblings. It could be taught by your parents. Yeah, you're not born with it. So a lot of people said that he fucking shit the bed. That it is his job. I totally agree with Ninja. That's not his job.
No.
Like, I think me and you have talked plenty of times about people going to my channel, like parents specifically. My kid watches your video, now he's walk around calling people whores when he loses and stuff like that. It's not my job to teach your kid
all these words,
right? All these words, like it's my style. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I prefer to talk. I know other words to replace them. I just don't like to say them, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like to get straight to the point. So I the same way I tell them, hey, it's not my job to teach your kid what to say and what not to say. It is only my job to do what I'm doing, what I like to do, which is play video games and talk the way I talk, right?
Yeah.
And as far as him, like, why? Yeah, your kid watches Ninja. Ninja is not racist.
No.
Ninja has, by far, has spoken out and has been like a very social media warrior type of stuff. Anytime something happens, like when the Black Lives Matter movement was happening, he spoke up. When the shit with Trump was happening, he spoke up. That's not the person you should be going at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going at the wrong person to say anything. Like, he's not racist. He probably does a lot of things. He plays with a diverse people. You know what I'm saying? He's very diverse, except for women, obviously. But yeah. He's diverse. I don't feel like he should be teaching anybody anything. That should all come from the parents. And I feel like parents are they're looking for people to be role models, and sometimes people aren't the role models. No matter how bad you want them to be a role model, at the end of the day, you have to be your kid's role model. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean the best role model is fucking parents.
Is at home. You know?
Yeah.
Some people, they don't know how to raise kids. Some people don't have what it takes to be a role model. You know what I'm saying? They're not a fucking outstanding citizen. You know, they're not winning the Nobel Prize, but at least attempt. You know what I'm saying? Don't quit looking to these fucking celebrities, these micro, fucking,
get away
these
from
micro fucking, yeah, these fucking people. Just get away from these content creators, these fucking rappers, these singers, these movie star actresses. Get away from them. You know what I'm saying? They might look up to them, but in no way, shape, or form, even if they are role models, don't let them be a role model for your child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they're doing enough by leading by example. They don't have to sit there and take a fucking break and have them talk to your kids and talk to their stream about racism. It exists, and it's something that you could talk to with your kids about. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, did you have anything you think he's doing it like that's okay for him to like ignore it and say that it's the parent's job?
No, yeah. I mean, he's doing right. Everybody that gets mad just they're stupid. That shouldn't be his place of, you know, of telling somebody what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Definitely with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking just parents nowadays, man.
Parents that are trying to get away from their fucking
Parenting.
responsibilities.
From parenting.
Yeah.
It's away from parenting. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck that. All right, our last topic, it's been a little long one, but our last topic is listen, it's pretty funny, right? It has to be the most like when I the internet and the modders seem to impress me every day that I open my eyes and take my first morning breath, because every time I wake up, these guys are doing something that's like unheard of, phenomenal. Okay?
Yeah.
Something very innovative and I'm pretty sure fulfilling to the community that they're insinuating this to be. Okay?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 recently put out some mods for PC, right? It was allowing people to mod the game. People were joking, saying they were able to fix the game themselves.
Yeah.
Other people were making cool mods like the Cyberpunk. There was like a Cyberpunk Borderlands combination that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the people that just wanted to be, for lack of a better word, funny. They decided to put Keanu Reeves' character, Johnny Silverhand, as a joy toy, which is a male prostitute, or which is a prostitute in the game, but they specifically put it as a male prostitute. They probably did it on the female one too. And your character, right, V, male and female, were ramming this fool Keanu Reeves' asshole to oblivion. What kind of shit is this, bro? What the fuck? Wait. And here's the funnier part, okay? That patch was like the biggest patch. They were working on that shit since the game released in December, okay? Do you know how fast it took them to fucking remove that?
Okay, one day.
No, within the hour.
Wow.
Within the hour, people were uploading videos to Twitter and Instagram and Reddit of this fool fucking Keanu Reeves getting his fucking back broke. Scissoring people. Fucking.
How do you think you
Digging
feel?
down-
That's the question.
Listen, they said, right, that the reason why they removed it was because they don't know how the person feels, and it would be harder for them to get voice actors / people to sell their likeness to video games with the fear of them doing shit like this, right? Which was like, for lack of a better word, homosexual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Gay stuff. You know, maybe Keanu Reeves he's not gay. You know, I think he was married one time. Maybe he just doesn't want to see himself fucking getting back shots. Being the clapper. Being the catcher. The receiver. And so they did remove it, right? And there was a controversy a couple years ago, actually, with a video game where they had the character model and she was like naked. I think it was Jennifer Lawrence. They might have had her in a video game.
Yeah.
and they put her like naked, like they put her naked having sex with people, and like the character models got out. There was like a hidden file in the game, you know, that fucking these data miners found.
Yeah.
And she was pissed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was Jennifer Lawrence, but it was somebody that they had. You know what I'm saying? It was somebody, one of the females. I think it was her. And she was fucking pissed. And she said she wasn't going to do it. It made her feel uncomfortable. So seeing this with Keanu Reeves, I thought it was hilarious. And I'm pretty sure that he felt like maybe he laughed it off, but I'm pretty sure like when he saw the videos and shit, he was like, nah, my mom's going to see this. You know what I'm saying? My kids are going to see this.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So I think they cut it off real fast, but man, I could send you a link. I'm pretty sure it hit Pornhub. I'm 1,000% sure that shit is on a site right now.
Fucking millions of views.
Millions of views, all thumbs up. You know Keanu Reeves doesn't lose.
That's wild.
Fucking A, bro. How would you feel if they put you in a video game and they just had you receiving back shots?
Fucking mad as hell.
Getting your fucking shit pushed in.
Someone's getting sued, buddy.
Giving somebody the chon chon. Somebody's getting sued. Let me tell you. Somebody's getting sued. Somebody is getting sued. I am calling Lisa Bloom and I'm filing a fucking case. I am the victim. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how much Cyberpunk paid me to be in this fucking game. The game was already trash anyways. You fucking trashed my character and my fucking video game likeness for a piece of shit game. And now I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's fucking dicking me down. Fuck out of here. We're not doing that.
Now they're trashing your fucking beautiful flower.
They're blossoming, you know what I'm saying? They're scissoring. They're giving you tits and shit. Oh my, like just gotta stop it right there. Just
too much. Fucking
and
guy.
you know what? There's a guy or girl fucking masturbating to it. You know it. You just know it. You just know it's in their cookies. It's in their fucking search history right now. Yeah. We're gonna end it. All right.
Keanu Reeves.
All right, Silencer. Do you have any last words for the people?
Invest in, if you're gonna invest wisely. So maybe you can get 150 million, because that's what Nicolas Cage blew on a fucking dinosaur skull.
Damn, he blew 150 mil on a dinosaur skull?
On a fucking dinosaur skull. Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot, bro. He should have put on his fucking National Treasure fucking method acting and fucking found one himself underneath the White House.
He's trying to fucking go back to Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he's trying to do something. And my tip of the day, guys, is if you fucking want to play video games to relax, make sure you ask your girlfriend first for permission. And with that being said, guys, my name is Killing Spree 37.
My name's Silencer.
We're out.
Give me some chon chon.
The champion of the world, Killing Spree 37.